Hello everybody. Today we're going to be working on a Nissan Versa 2013, changing the spark plugs. As you can tell, this vehicle did not come with the cover for the intake manifold, but never mind that. Let's just get started. I'm going to take this hose off, pull the clamps off. Unplug this plug here that goes into the throttle body. So I disconnected these lines that are coolant. There's one, and then there's this other one that went here. Those two lines have coolant going into the bottom of the throttle body. And we move on to assembling. Just taking off this bolt here. There's one here, and there's another one here, and we gotta take off the bolts here, 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 and right there. By the way, size 10 millimeter for the bolts that hold the intake manifold. Alright, so screws came out. This one here on this side, right there. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of difficult because of the angle, but with a shorter extension you can get through it. These down here, you need a longer extension. Let me show you what extension I use. I use this extension for the deeper ones, and this extension for the outer ones. Next, you will have to remove this line here, or no, actually, sorry, no, yes, this line here and this line here. The two lines on this side. Alright, so this is what you should have once you take off the intake manifold. Now we have access to all 4 coils, so we can remove them and change the spark plugs. Alright. So using a 10 millimeter socket, we're taking off the coils. Careful you don't lose screws, bolts. Then you have your spark plugs. These I got from Rock Auto. They weren't too expensive. These are NGKs. I don't recall what they were, how much they were. They will do the job. Just check the gap. Alright, here's what I found out. The smallest socket for other vehicles, spark plugs. I didn't even check the size. Let's see what that size is. 5/8. So this 5/8 spark plug remover socket does not fit all the way down, as you can see. If it would have fit, it would have fell in. It doesn't fit, so we have to go with a regular 14. Does not have the rubber inside to retrieve the spark plug, so we're gonna have to use our handy dandy magnet. So you need one of these in case you don't have a smaller size socket than the regular ones that you buy for spark plug removal. Alright. Sorry about that noise. Okay, so let's see how bad these spark plugs are. As you can see, it didn't come out. We don't have the rubber that goes inside. So here's the magnet. Spark plug is out. There's already NGKs in there. And these are pretty bad. They're very used up, pretty burned. So what you want to do is you got to be very gentle not to drop the spark plug in the hole, because this can hit at one of the side rings at the bottom and you can lose your gap or alter it. So what you want to do is you have to use either your finger to lower it down there carefully, or your finger and the magnet. And if your finger doesn't fit in there, then you might want to use a screwdriver and make sure you be careful not to send down any debris into these chambers, because it wouldn't be too good to have debris inside where fuel ignites off of the spark plug. The reason I say that is because I've got debris right here from this plastic that is deteriorating. So We do not have a shop vac, which I should, but so what we want to do is tighten, not full force, but your wrist strength. So that's 2 down, 2 to go. What's up with this? This looks pretty clean. So that's good. One goes there. Push it in and put screw back in. Doesn't have to be in any specific order. I'm just doing this one since it's the one that I've unplugged the coil plug off. Alright, now moving on to the next. Alright. Excuse all the noise. Alright, so as you can see, these were well overdue. Since you have already disassembled most of this area, might as well replace the air filter, which looks like that, with a new one that should look like that. It's clean versus that. Another thing I wanted to point out here, since you already removed the intake manifold, before you remove, actually, once you buy the spark plugs, you should also purchase the gasket that goes here if your vehicle has more than 60,000 miles. Let me show you an example of mine. This is the first time I've ever disassembled this part here since I bought it from the dealer. This gasket here, the ovals that you see, already have a minor leak. Let me see if I can show you why. If you look at this angle here, you kind of see kind of like a rise on the lip, or on this side. This is complete flush. It's very squeezed in. So this is where it's not really leaking per se onto the floor, but it was wet with oil when I took it off. Let's just put it back together. It's going to be very noisy. Let's see. As you can see, when you probably saw when you will take yours off, that there's minimal space here. You kind of have to wiggle it around, make it fit, whether it's removing it or putting it back together. So let's see how much this makes me struggle. There you have it. It's in. Alright. Not too bad. So we got these 2 screws here. I'm going to go back here. And the other one goes right here. These are size 10. You don't want to tighten these up yet. Just kind of snug them on. Yeah, still have to put in the ones down here at the bottom. And you have to put these back in. This one goes here. This hose goes down here. Yeah. The reason I made this video is because I looked online on how to replace the spark plugs on this model vehicle. I didn't find anything. Maybe I didn't search hard enough. Don't forget to plug in whatever. I had to unplug this socket terminal because it was in the way of the intake manifold when I was taking it off. So if you do unplug it, don't forget to plug it back in. So now we're going to start putting these other screws back in. Once way in there, we are going to have to guide them in with the extension in the socket. Let's put them in, put the bolt in the socket, and hold it with a finger. Slide it in. And we dropped one. Nobody panic. There it is. Okay, so I see it right there. And this is where these magnets also come in useful. Because when you drop something, you want to find it and get it right away. Because if you're missing screws, your vehicle, depending on where the screw is from, in this case it's from the intake manifold, and if we don't put a screw there, we might lose compression and it would shake, maybe give you a check engine light. Alright, so let's try this again. This one's kind of difficult to get into, so I'm just fingers, just use fingers. Alright. Sorry for the noise. So now what you want to do is begin tightening it from the center outward. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then up here, gonna use the longer one. And the last one, be this one. We hit these lines that we took off. This one goes on the top. This one goes there. And this one goes there. Alright, put that back in there. Like so. One. Another one right here. Two. Don't forget this plug back here into the throttle body. Then we have this other one, comes around, clips onto there, and it goes onto this here. That's all those that took off. This one hooks up to here, and then got a little hole in there. So you insert your new air filter, since you have that piece off already. Okay, now you have your cover that connects to the throttle body and covers the air filter compartment along with the filter. So you can see this has two little what do you say, engaging legs in the back that hook up into these here. And you're going to need both hands for this. But let me just show you, as you're doing that, kind of want to also put the spout back into the throttle body here as you're connecting these back here. Alright. Hope you guys got that. Make sure you push it in until it seats very well in. Clamp these on and plug back in this pigtail, and that'll do it. Hopefully this helps you. As I said before, I didn't find anything online referencing spark plug change for this year and model of vehicle. Alright, see ya.